Um, that is really true because I know a lot about, I've experienced, experienced as a teacher, the feedback, Dreamland, what we call Dreamland, right? And so there's one thing I learned through experience that I can share with others. They may have experienced it also, and that is that a girl who's highly creative is on fire to be with another boy, a boy, okay, who's on fire to be creative together. In other words, another dreamer. So when you get a dreamer and another dreamer who want to create Dreamland, right? Um, this is when you really get into the psychedelic side of things, because I was gifted with the pleasure and the blessing of being able to experience uh, quite a few different drugs. As everything is energy, so now you get into being junkies, energy junkies. Now you get into music. Now you get into balance. Now you get into harmony and back to love, right? But psychedelics, that's a big subject. Terrence McKenna did a really beautiful job, uh, and I experienced it when I was in my early teenage years, along with peyote, mescaline, and what else? LSD, marijuana that came from Mexico, Colombia, and a lot was grown on Maui, right? Hashish. I've had different hashish that came from Afghanistan. The oil-based hand pressed stuff, along with what's my favorite actually is what's called blonde Lebanese. It came from Lebanon. Different. It's a different experience. Remember Jimi Hendrix? The difference between the love of power, right, and the power of love. When you become the power of love, that's the most powerful. Now you can live in dreamland. You are the dreamer, and you're experiencing being on fire, experiencing infinite creative imagination, and now that dreamland becomes true, which now means there are no boundaries to what you can dream about and manifest into reality what you're now experiencing as a real dreamland, but you are the engine that's doing it. You're the creator of your imagination. That's what a dreamer is. I'm a dream walker. What's if you're familiar with that terminology, what it means to walk through dreams, dreamland. And then there's the conscious dreamland, which means you're fully conscious, which means you're not running on RAM. Like unconscious, all unconscious means is that there are other operations that are running in the background so that you're not using your energy to do them because they're already being taken care of for you without having to use any energy to think about it to make it happen. It just happens. That's the beauty of being an eternal being, is because the math and the physics is built in. You're not following anybody, okay? You are free to go. That's called a permit, which is known as a grand creator permit, because now you're in full blown service mode. You lit yourself on fire, you're mated with the all creation. Now you give love equally unto all creation, that you're giving love to forever. That is an eternal gift, that's an eternal blessing, and you gave it to yourself. Okay? You did. You did it all by yourself. And that's the importance of experiential learning. You learn very fast how to do that. So we can measure how fast you learn how to become that, to become one with one, to become one. Now you're different from everything else. So you're original. That would be like an original. So when you're an original, now you can create another original because you're playing with the original first musician. So now you're experiencing eternal love as the music that loves to play music. So all the spirits are dancing spirit to the music, which are the creation spheres. Mama, lit on fire. Big waves of fire. Anyway, see, this is a beautiful day out here today. Oh, look at this cloud. Is this a ship? Hey, is this a ship? The gang's all here. The gang's all here. The gang's all here. That's what Karen used to say. Hey, the gang's all here. Remember in the 1950s, I grew up with that little show out of Hollywood called Our Gang. Remember Alfalfa? Psst, had a stem cell growing out of his head, a stem. Where are the branches that come off of that? Branches, lines of communication, right? Circuits. Hey, switchboard here. You got general headquarters, fire station number 1. Right? Okay, I'll see you.